Howdy, folks. Yeah, so we've been issued a little bit of a challenge from the source. If you haven't checked this channel out, go check it out. Dude is super positive and just tries to get people to get out of their comfort zone. We were in his live the other night. He's got that wheel of fun. He spun the wheel and it said, try something that you've never eaten before. And then he spins another wheel with letters on it. And he pulled up with the B. And I was telling him what the B, Brian, in the chat. So I have to try to eat something different tonight. So it took me forever to figure out what the hell I was going to cook, but I realized I've never tried scallops before. So we're going to try to cook some scallops tonight, guys. You want to let them set at room temperature so they sear up good. Anytime you're going to sear anything, you want to sear up good. But there's our scallops. And pat them dry. You know, you want to get all the moisture off of them. But I put a little butter, a little bacon grease. We'll see what happens. Nobody knows. You gotta get the good sea scallops though. Sea scallops are big. You get those bay scallops, they're tiny. Tiny, tiny little guys. Easy way to remember it. The bay scallops are tiny, the sea is big. Yeah. And I talked to Chef Civvy the other day. She's like, don't season them until you put them in the pan. So, and use a non-stick skillet. I was gonna use cast iron, but Chef Civvy recommended the cast iron, so, or I mean the non-stick, so I'm gonna do them in non-stick skillet. Just gotta let this butter and bacon grease get a little warm. Then we'll toss them in there, see what happens. Also, I cheated today. She bought some pre-made crab cakes. We normally make our own, but if you don't like crab, is what we've been doing. Just use lion's mane mushroom. Just chop that up and use that in place of your crab. And lion's mane is great for cognitive ability. I'm not a doctor or anything, but here's your advice for the day. Alright, let's see what happens here, guys. I guess we put the thicker ones on first. And she said put the big side down first. That's what Chef Civvy recommends. There's a scallop. Oh yeah. Hear a little sizzle. You gotta make sure you hear a little sizzle before you put it in there. End up buying, only bought 6 of them. Because I don't know what they taste like. Like I said, we never tried scallops before. And they're 16 bucks a pound. But these, only 6 of them was, I don't know, like $3.50 or something like that. There wasn't too much. Just for a few of them. But yeah, make sure you pat them dry good. Get all the water off of them before you throw them in your skillet. Like I said, anytime you're searing anything, make sure you get all the moisture out of it. But like I said, just got some butter and some bacon grease in there. I was going to use olive oil, but it seemed like the bacon grease would be the better way to go. I'm going to salt and pepper them. Always make sure you use some good sea salt, guys. Good sea salt. It's actually from Utah, I believe. But for the pepper, you got to use good pepper too. Don't just use those black peppercorns you get at the store. You got to get the rainbow colored ones. Oh, so much better. Way more flavor. A little bit on the top. And apparently with scallops, let them go 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes on each side. I got mine turned down pretty low though. Maybe I need to jack it up a little bit. Get a nice good sear on it with some good heat. Yeah, I guess with the crab cakes, we'll just go with some butter. There's probably going to be enough flavor in those guys. We'll just put a little bit of butter in that guy. I think he'll be alright. I don't know how long it's going to take. Like I said, I had the pan turned down kind of low, so we'll see what happens with them. I don't have a pilot light on this guy. You gotta use the lighter. Go ahead and get those guys going. Get him warmed up. Well, I appreciate the challenge, the source. We're definitely stepping out of our comfort zone today. We're normally not, I don't know, we love seafood and stuff, but just not like crustaceans like shrimp and lobster, oysters, that kind of stuff. Yeah, we normally don't eat that kind of stuff. I wish I liked it, but I don't know, it's just not our thing. Well, let's see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and let these cook for a few. Let them start getting brown on the bottom. They already look like they're shrinking up. Yeah, anytime you're cooking any kind of meat or anything, don't poke it with a fork. Don't go in there and poke with a fork and flip it over. You poke with the fork, you're just going to leave some moisture inside. So just use some tongs. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. I'm going to pause you for a minute and bring you back. Yeah, I don't know what kind of tartar sauce you guys use, but normally we make our own. But I cheated today. I was cooking something I never cooked before, but this guy. Tasted pretty good. We'll see how it turns out. I'm going to go ahead and throw the crab cakes in another pan there. Crabby cakes. Pre-made. I think they're even pre-cooked, looks like. We'll get rid of that guy. Sorry for the mess on the stove. Need to be cleaned. Ooh, I like the butter browning up. Now I wanted to use some ghee, but I didn't have any ghee today. Ghee's got a way higher smoke point. I prefer using that. Or tallow. Let's have a look at one. A little brown on the bottom. Just give everybody a little stir here. Flip them around. They're pretty good. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Seems like when I turned it up, it's a little too high. Be alright. We're trying something new tonight, guys. Kind of shrunk up a little bit. For sure. Get some nice char on them. Get them out in the middle though. These don't want to be picked up. Don't look too bad. I'm going to go ahead and flip them. They'll be alright. They don't need to be charred perfect, I guess. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I've never eaten them before. First time ever making them for sure. Ooh. That one got nice char on him. Look at him. Ooh. That's going to be the good one. Let's flip them over. I know some people say they taste like crab or taste like shrimp or, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. We're about to find out though. Turn my pan back around. I'll go ahead and swap this guy out because he had raw fish on him. We gotta get rid of that guy. Raw seafood. Anyway, let's see how they're doing. They're getting a little char on the bottom. Not much though. I'll let them go a little more. Probably should turn the heat up a little bit. Let's see what happens here. Spin these crab cakes around a little bit. Gas stove, so the heat's not evenly distributed. Make sure you spin them around a little bit. Oh yeah, I didn't salt and pepper this side. You could do that. A bit of salt. And like I said, some of that good rainbow colored peppercorns, man. You gotta use that stuff. So much better than regular just black pepper. Oh, they're getting tiny. Maybe I should have bought more than just 6 of them. But like I said, I don't know. We've never eaten them before. Yeah, and I lived in North Carolina. We'd go to this place called Something Fishy. And I was there one day with somebody and they ordered the scallops. And they were these teeny tiny things. They were like that big. A whole bowl of them. Looked like mush. But then you started watching chef shows and stuff like that, and it's like, oh, that's what a scallop should look like. It should look like this. Not that teeny tiny mush stuff. Anyway, go check out the source, guys. You want to step out your comfort zone. That's what we're doing tonight. Stepping out of our comfort zone. Got a little challenge from the source to make some scallops. Not scallops, but it's something we've never eaten before. But it's hard to decide what I haven't eaten. I've been cooking since I was a teenager. I couldn't think of anything I've never eaten before. I don't know how the firmness is. You cook it like a steak. So it's got a little bit of push to it. I don't know. We're figuring it out together. Let's see what happens. Some nice little butter in the bottom of that guy though. Yeah, whenever you're making a steak or anything like this, best thing to do is tilt that pan a little bit. Scoop up some of that butter. Sprinkle on top of whatever you got going on. You know, your steaks or whatever. Gotta soak in more and give it more flavor, right? That's what we have, some flavor. Yeah, I thought about throwing some onion powder and dill and stuff on this, but I think with the tartar sauce would be alright. I think it'd be okay. I need to check the crab cakes, see how they're doing. Woo! Look at that guy. I think he's ready to flip. I don't think I've ever bought pre-made crab cakes before. He's made them homemade. And like I said, if you don't like crab, just go get your lion's mane mushroom, chop it in little cubes, and use any, crab cake recipe you see. And then you got a faux crab cake. But yeah, the lion's mane's got a slight little seafood flavor to it. Not much at all though, nothing like a real crab or anything like that. So you can definitely try that out if you want. Maybe I'll do a video of that one day. Or faux crab cakes. I'm sure you vegetarians would like it. Ooh, look at that guy. Well, they shrunk up pretty good. I didn't think they shrink that much. Got some nice char on them. They're looking pretty good. Yummy. I guess we gotta get a video of me eating it now, huh? Yeah, we'll let these go a minute, let our crab cakes go, and we'll show you the taste test in a minute.
Oh.
Here you go, guys. The source. We're stepping out of our comfort zone. Some scallops. Throw a little tartar sauce on there. I'm going to try them without it first, but can you see this? Can you see the scallops?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Cutting into the first one. Got a nice little char on them. What do you think? Does it cook good? Looks like it. Let's see what happens. Wow, that's not too bad. I think a lemon, maybe a little lemon juice on it would be really good. Wow. I'm gonna chop some tartar sauce. Wow, not too bad. We know we don't like crustaceans. We love fish, but well, it's not too bad. I like it. Thanks, the source, for making us step out of our comfort zone. Now we can go in the house and have it with some crab cakes. Peace out.